Good morning. The other day, I started thinking about my first job out of college back in 1983. And if you weren't around in 1983, it was a very challenging economic time. There weren't a lot of jobs out there. Unfortunately, my dad made a connection for me to I get my first job as a second assistant restaurant manager at a place called Howard Johnson. Now, back in the 80s, Howard Johnson was a pretty thriving concern. But there's no more Howard Johnsons anymore. But it was a great place to work, great place to learn how to work and meet and lead people. And I started in Richmond, Virginia, went to Raleigh, North Carolina, went to Charlotte, where I met one of the greatest restaurant managers and general managers of my life, Jim Moran, and I started moving and growing with the company. So 2 years later, I had the opportunity and got promoted to have my own store, my own P&L responsibility. It was a great accomplishment. I was 25, 26 years old at the time. And I went in like most 25, 26-year-olds, and we're going to change the world. We're going to make sure we're the number one store in the company and all that. And I tried to do all these things that I learned when I got to Vienna, Virginia to manage the store, but I wasn't very successful. I got frustrated. So I called Jim up, who was my manager in Charlotte. He was still a very good friend. I went through everything with him on why did this work? I mean, you're doing it. Everything you did, I'm doing. And he taught me one of the greatest lessons in leadership. I still use it today is if you don't tear down the fence until you understand why it was put up. See, I went in and wanted to change the world, but I didn't understand how they got to where they're at. I went in with the mindset that I was going to do something instead of understanding the situation first. And Jim told me that back in 1985, 1986. I still remember today. And every time I take and work with a team or lead something, I go with that philosophy. I don't tear down the fence until I learn why it was put up. So if you're working in a position or you're leading a team, remember, sometimes maybe don't go down and tear things up. Don't disrupt things until you really understand and have the background on why it was put up. And you may or may not at that point want to make that change. Would you like to unlock the power of servant leadership? My program, The Voice of Personal Leadership, will show you how to leverage the power of servant leadership to optimize your business growth, engage and retain your key relationships, streamline your processes, and exceed your personal and business goals, making your next year better than the last 10 years combined. I am truly excited about this program. I've only got 7 positions left. So if you're interested in learning all these great strategies that I've been able to learn and implement and employ, please email me at dave@davesandersonspeaks.com and we'll be right back with you. But until next time, remember to create your own flight plan for your future. All the moments in your life happen for a reason and a purpose. And they do serve you because all the moments in your life matter. And go out and impact somebody's life today. Make it an outstanding day.